Alright, so this is my M101 Humvee trailer. I've had it for about, I don't know, 6 or 7 years. It's got a lunette ring. I've done some modifications to it, and I made it 12 volt with lights. But the thing I don't like about this trailer is that there are no tie downs inside of the bed area. So I always have to get crafty and throw straps through the inside. So I'm going to change that. I got an E-track system. I'm going to try to install that in here so I can tie down my go-karts and whatnot. So, show you guys what I got. Right, so I've got two of these 5-foot sections, and that's exactly how much that I need around that wheel well there. So I have 3 feet on this side of the wheel well, and then I have 2 feet on that side of the wheel well. So I think I'll put 3 and 2, and then 3 and 2 over there, and then I'll bolt it through the bed, and we should have tie downs. So I'll measure these and I'll cut that, and then I'll fasten it down and see what it looks like. Alright, so we're in the back of the trailer. Hop on in. I'm going to take some measurements here. So I'm going to start over here in this corner. I just have to clean up all of that rubbish that's over there, but I'm going to take some measurements and see when I have to cut this. I'm going to get 3 foot on this side over here by 2 foot over here. Yep. So it's about 3 foot. Maybe a little bit less, which actually works out perfect. So it's about 3 foot to the edge of there. And then I think it's about 2 foot to the edge here on the other side. So, yep. And then I got 2 foot to the edge. So, yeah, we'll shorten that when we need to. But I'm going to have 2 tracks, a track there, a track here, a track in that corner, and a track in this corner. And that should be enough for some tie downs. If I need to add more tracks, I can add more tracks. But first things first, I got to clean up all this nastiness. So let's get to that. Got to drill holes here, and I cut this to length, and it looks like it lines up here, and then it's backed right there off the edge of that support. I have to go underneath and mark where the big thick supports are, and I'm going to drill holes and secure that down. Now on this side it wasn't exactly 2 feet, so I have this lined up and I have it square against this support as well, but as you can see I have an overhang here, so I think I'm just going to chop this last section off here right down the middle, and that way it won't interfere with the door when I'm loading things up into the trailer. So I'll chop that off real quick and then I'll get back to you. Alright, well, I got nothing bolted down yet, but I made that trim that I said I would. Doesn't completely meet the edge, but that looks pretty good. So now my other track, I'll cut that and mirror these same cuts, and I'll fit that over there, and then I'll start marking where to drill holes to fasten this bad boy down. Alright, and as you can see, I got it all laid out. These marks that I have over here are the cross members I don't want to drill through underneath. And then I've got these bolts that I'll show you later, but first I'm going to drill all these holes. First I'll start with every other, and then I'll work my way, securing it all the way down. Okay, well, I drilled the holes and I dodged all the supports. I didn't have enough hardware to fill all the holes, but maybe I'll see how this does, and then I'll always come back. But I got that side done, this side done, and then I'm on my last 4 or 5 bolts. So yeah, we'll get to that, and then I'll show you the other side after I drill these holes. All right, so I got all my holes drilled, and to secure it down, I'm using a carriage bolt, right? Now, a carriage bolt doesn't fit very well in metal. Then you can stretch it out, and then it's going to spin. It's a real pain in the rear to get in there, so I'm using a lock washer. Lock washer is a size bigger than the diameter. I'm hoping I can focus here. It's a size bigger, and hopefully I can get it to lock in. So this is a 1/4 inch bolt, and I'm using a 5/16 lock washer. So maybe that'll catch the square, and then it'll be a lot easier to secure it. So I'm going to install this right now. All right, so now I just got to put a washer on the underside and a nut. We should be good to go. So I have all the holes drilled and I have all my bolts. Right now I have every other. But yep, let's go underneath and see what that looks like. All right, so underneath the trailer, that's where I have all my bolts. Right, I go all the way down for the 4 tracks that I put in. So I'm going to try to put a washer on there and a nut, and then spin that joker on there, and hopefully that lock washer provides some sort of anti-spin for me there. We'll see. And then I can zip that on there. Yep, and it looks like the whole thing isn't spinning. The lock washer's doing its job. So I'll set all those on there, and then I'll see if I can zip them on there. So, all right. All right, well, here it is. All fastened down and secured. Those lock washers really worked. So I had a 5/16 lock washer on a 1/4 inch carriage bolt. And I got a washer and a nut on the bottom. But yeah, it looks pretty sturdy. I'm going to strap something down tomorrow, maybe the 4-wheeler or my go-kart, but I got all the nuts tight. Broke a couple and had to relocate. Didn't have enough, but I think that's secure enough. But yeah, I think it worked out pretty good. I'll give you an update when I strap something down. And I'm out of daylight. I'm tired of getting eaten up by mosquitoes. So I'll get back to you. Alright, well, my turnbuckle works here. I can use all 4 corners if I need to. And I'm here in that corner as well. And it looks like it's pretty secure. It's not going anywhere. If I take the e-brake off, maybe. There you go. It's not going anywhere, and it's in neutral. Definite improvement to what I had. So I don't know, I'll mess around with it. And yeah, that pretty much completes my video. Thanks for watching.